So this was a record scratch moment for us, right? That was kind of that moment where it was just this like, whoa, there's a disconnect here, and I'm not sure we're actually talking about it. We're not talking about both sides of it. On the one hand, there are organizations in our sector who have had a hell of a great couple of years, who are buoyed by it, who feel good about it. It's maybe replenished the bank account a little bit. We've maybe got our reserves back a little bit. We've got loads of new people coming in, right? For some of us, we're at least growing frequency. We're at least back up to where some of our budgets were before, but it doesn't feel that good, right? And so how do we reconcile these things? So there's some much bigger forces that we wanted to dig into here to really try to understand, why doesn't it feel good? It looks good on paper, but why doesn't it feel good? So I'm going to nerd out a little bit with you all. So go with me on a macroeconomic journey, right? Yeah, buckle up. Buckle up. We're about to get on an inflation roller coaster. But it's going to be fun. You can put your hands up and you can go, whee! So we go down the hill. Okay. First layer here that I wanted to unpack is we're just looking at tickets sold. So the check mark across everybody, go back to that first slide, entire benchmark. We got 15% growth in ticket volume from 2019 to 2023. These charts we're going to look at, we're only measuring the delta between 2019 and the other years, right? So we're using 2019 as zero, home base, and we're going to look at what has changed between then and now. Great, ticket revenue up 15%. Our inventory as a sector in the benchmark, at least, the number of shows we are doing, the amount of product we're putting out there has increased 8%. That is work for your teams. We are selling more. We have more product. We have more campaigns. We have more targets. We have more relationships. We have more deals that we have to negotiate, right? We're putting a lot of extra work on our teams. But when we just look at this, you say, hey, I've increased my inventory by 8%, and I've actually almost doubled the amount of tickets that I'm willing to sell, that I can sell. There's been a 4% increase in what we're generally measuring as demand, right? And what I'm looking at demand here is I've taken the average number of customers per event in 2019. How many people, on average, can I get to buy tickets to something I put out into the world? I'm comparing that number to the number of people the number of customers I have per event in 2023, and that number is 4% higher. We have grown demand. We have more customers buying tickets on average per event, and we've increased the number of events that we're doing. Some of you have increases in the number of tickets those customers are buying in certain segments of your database, and we're fueling quite rapid unit growth. Those are relationships. Those are people. When people tell me that people don't want to come back, or they're not coming to the theater, or our work broadly, generally, is not in high demand, and I know this is everybody, right? We're going to know that there's going to be huge peaks and valleys, but when I look at this across the sector, this actually tells me we've done a pretty good job at rebuilding and actually growing demand for what we do. We've put more out there, and we've gotten people to engage more deeply. If this was only up by 8%, we could almost attribute it entirely to just doing more shit, right? But we're not just doing more shit, we're putting more stuff out there, and we're getting more people to engage. That's layer one. That's maybe the positive story, and then it all gets really sad from here. Here is inflation and inflation-adjusted ticket revenue yield. Inflation is up 21%. So think of this. This is your cost line. You all know this. You feel this, right? Look at that 21% line. That's your costs, right? That is the paper, the building, the people, the stuff and things, right? Your insurance, all the things. 21% increase on your costs. We have raised ticket prices. As a sector, we have raised ticket prices 12% as a real number. When we adjust that number for inflation, the tickets we're selling today are 10% less valuable to us than they were in 2019. Because we haven't raised them enough. We have not kept pace. And what I hear when we push, because we push, that's what we do, we push a little bit, and we tell you, hey, you can spend more, you can push more, they'll spend more. Just made the case about demand. We have raised ticket prices 12% on average. We've got more people buying more tickets. Some of them are buying in larger party sizes. They're responding to our ticket prices. We haven't pushed enough. And what I hear, some of the pushback, right, is like, oh, I couldn't possibly. It's too much. Our community won't do it. They won't pay. They won't come. Again, big picture and aggregate challenges that a little bit. There's a little bit of a martyr syndrome happening here, right? Family straight talk. Everybody else is raising their prices. Everybody else, every other business in this economy is raising their prices to reflect what it costs to do what they do. And we're just like, oh, I can't get it. Ooh, it hurts too much. I'll do a little bit. But this is putting us behind. We're working so hard. We're putting more stuff on our stages. We're pushing our teams to do more, to sell more, to drive more people into our building. And every pound that we're bringing in from all those tickets that we're selling is worth 90p compared to what it was worth in 2019. This is putting a real pressure on your businesses. This is why it doesn't feel good. Because you're like, I'm doing it. I'm doing everything I can. I'm squeezing everything I can. I've got as many bumps and seats as I did 5 years ago. But my business doesn't feel like it's in a better place. Because we've been scared to actually respond to what's happening in the real world, in our own communities, in ways that allow us to at least close this gap a little bit.